Hello, I'm Dr. Arjun Handa, plastic surgeon and body contouring expert at Handa Aesthetics and Plastics. So what is gynecomastia? Gynecomastia is a condition in which males develop larger chest or larger breast. So what causes gynecomastia to develop? So first of all, it's very important to understand that normally a large breast develops in males all the time. That is, it's normal to develop during adolescence. During adolescence, all males have some enlargement of the breast, but during the subsequent years, the breast then gradually involutes and becomes flatter again. But in some subset of patients, it usually persists, and that's when we say that they have an enlarged breast, what is known as gynecomastia. So it is not an abnormality, it is a normal condition, and in about 30 to 40% of males, it usually occurs. So if you have gynecomastia, you should not think that there is something wrong with your body. You are absolutely normal. There are no hormonal imbalances. It's just a natural progression of your body. Some people develop it, some people don't develop it. Just like some people have graying of hair earlier, some people have graying of hair later. Just like that, some people develop gynecomastia, some people don't. Apart from that, there are certain causes which can cause gynecomastia to develop later in life, like liver problems, kidney problems, or if you're taking anti-hypertension medications, diabetes medications, and other, if you are taking cocaine, marijuana, or alcohol. So all these things can also lead to development of gynecomastia. So that is very important to discuss what are the causes of gynecomastia, because if there is a certain cause, if let's say the gynecomastia has developed due to some problem, then that problem should be corrected before. It can be an endocrine problem where some hormonal imbalances are there, some liver, kidney, or some drug problem. So all these things can be corrected, and sometimes the gynecomastia reverses itself when these things are stopped or corrected. But let's say if the gynecomastia persists, or if it's a natural phenomena, then who should get it done? You should get gynecomastia corrected if it is bothering you. If it is not bothering you, you should not worry about it. You should not go ahead and get it done, because there is no problem that is going to occur to you in future. There are certain myths out there that gynecomastia patients can develop cancer later in life, or some kind of problems can occur, or there is some hormonal imbalances. There is nothing like that. If gynecomastia is just because of natural causes, then you don't need to do anything for it, and if it's not bothering you, you do not need to get a procedure done. But let's say if you have decided to get a gynecomastia procedure done, then how do we correct it? The correction for gynecomastia is done through liposuction, in which we make a small hole, we melt your fat which is present under the chest, and we remove all the excess fat that is there. Apart from that, the excess glandular growth can also be corrected by making a small incision in that very small hole and then taking the gland out. So this permanently erases all evidence of fat and gland under your skin, and your gynecomastia is corrected. Advantages of getting this procedure done. So before going to the advantages, it is very important to discuss who are the people who get gynecomastia corrected usually. So these people more or less have problem that they cannot take their t-shirt off, that they feel embarrassed, there is some form of social anxiety, that when they take their t-shirt off they feel less confident, and when they wear tight t-shirts they feel that their chest looks like that of a female. So they are usually very conscious about it. So when we are talking about the advantage is that this is a permanent procedure. The gynecomastia is not going to come back if it has been done properly. You do not need to worry about it later in life. But very important before getting a procedure done is to find out the exact cause for it. If there is an underlying reason for the gynecomastia, then that reason has to be corrected before any kind of liposuction or gland removal. Another thing is that in the same term, gynecomastia can be predominantly fatty or it can be predominantly glandular. What that means is that your chest may be containing most of the fat and very less gland, and sometimes there may be a lot of gland and very less fat. In either condition, liposuction is usually always done, but when the gland is very small or there is a minimal gland present, then the incision for gland removal might not be needed and just liposuction might be enough. This is important because it's a less invasive procedure and the recovery is faster if only liposuction is done. So this is a 24-year-old male who came to us with gynecomastia. It was grade 2A, and that means that he had some fat and gland as well. And his main issue was that he was unable to take off his t-shirt in swimming pools. He was anxious when he got to the gym, and he was in general unable to wear tight fitting clothes because he felt that his gynecomastia showed, and he felt embarrassed because of that. He had tried a lot of diets, he had tried exercise, he went to the gym regularly, but despite all this, he was unable to correct his chest. So we did liposuction along with gland removal for him, and we were able to help him in that. We got rid of his gynecomastia. In the post-operative period, you can see that this is after 1 month, and you can see that now his chest has become flat. It looks more masculine. All the fat and gland has been removed. The best part is that there are no scars, there is no mark, there is no evidence that any kind of procedure has been done on him. The patient was extremely happy because all his efforts of diet and exercise could not help him, but a simple 1 to 1.5 hour procedure with a minimal recovery time helped him get rid of his problem. So this comes to the next question: what is the post-op period like? In the post-operative period, you have to wear a compression garment, which is a tight garment which compresses the skin against the chest for 1 month. This has to be worn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We advise the patients to take 2 garments from us so that they can wash one and wear the other one each subsequent day. Apart from that, I also advise my patients to get lymphatic massages done in the post-operative period from day 4 to 14. Lymphatic massages greatly decrease the swelling and pain in the post-operative period and make the recovery faster and smoother. Regarding the pain, it is usually 7 out of 10 in intensity. It is more like muscle soreness, and it usually lasts for about a week. After about 4 or 5 days, patients usually feel very comfortable. The minor discomfort takes about 2 or 3 more days to disappear. Regarding return to work or return to educational activity or going to college or school, that can be done after the 3rd or 4th day. So again, patients usually prefer to get it done over the weekend, that is on Friday or Saturday, and by Monday they are back to their work or their educational institution. So it's a procedure which has a minimal downtime. The recovery is very fast and smooth, and in about a month all the swelling is gone, and then there is no need to wear the compression garment. So we will have a look at another patient who again was an ardent gym goer. He was very strict with his exercise routine, and as you can see that in this case there is hardly any fat. His only complaint was that there is some puffiness around his nipple which bothers him a lot. He wanted a very chiseled and a very sharp chest. He had tried a lot of bench press, dumbbell press, and all sorts of exercises and diet. As you can see from his physique that he is extremely lean with very low body fat percentage, and the only complaint that he said he had was that puffiness. A simple half-an-hour procedure where we took out the gland helped him achieve his goal. This result is after a month, and as you can see, his puffiness is gone. He was very comfortable and he was very happy with the result, because after this he said that he can now prepare for his competitions which he always wanted to. He was a career bodybuilder, and without that correction he would not have been able to take part in competitions. So this is why gynecomastia correction again depends from individual to individual. If it is bothering you, if it is somehow hampering your progression in life, then you can get it corrected. But if you do not care about it, then you don't need to get it done. It is not something which is pathological, it is physiological. That means that it's a natural process of life, and some people develop it, some people don't. Thank you.